to do the things you feel. Walk around with a broken leg and $100 bill. Get yourself a pistol, get yourself a dog. Stay up all night getting drunk, sleeping on a hollow log.
Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of building Camp Half-Blood in Minecraft. I'm a resident builder Props. I've been wanting to build Camp Half-Blood for the longest time, and with the Tower of Narrow having finally come out after a year of waiting, coupled with the new Percy Jackson live action series having been announced, I finally got the inspiration and motivation that I needed to dig into building my childhood dream. I hope you guys enjoy this first time-lapse I've put together. After spending hours on just designing this house, and then having to record 3 different versions of this build, I decided to just make it a time lapse so that I didn't have to put as much work into commentating over it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And next time I'll be doing the interior and I'm going to be doing touch-ups around the house. Enjoy.
Now the thrill is gone, got no patience, cause I'm not a doctor. Go, why is he lying? Girl, why you Mufasa? Yeah, me casa su casa. Gotta strip it like Gaza. Got so high off volcanoes, now the flow is so lava. Yeah, we spit that saliva. iPhone got message from Viber. Either the head is so high, girl, or we let bygones be bygones. My God, you pay for your friends. I'll take that as a compliment. Got a house full of homies. Why I feel so the opposite. Incompetent ain't the half of it. Saturdays with young lavish. The saddest shit is I'm bad as it. Beans they took from the cabinet. Sorry, I'm just scared of the future. Till 2005, I got your back, we can do this. Hold up. Used to care what people thought, but now I care more. And nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect. We spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane. We in here like Logan or leave it like Cobain. And when I'm long gone, whole crew singing swan song. Cause we all just ticking time bombs. Got a Lambo like LeBron's mom. And no matter where all of my friends go, Emily, Pam, and Lorenzo, all of them people my kinfolk. At least I think so. Can't tell. Cause when them chests clear, they're not here. Cause they don't care. It's kinda sad, but I'm laughing. Whatever happens, assassins are stabbed in the back of my cabin. Labrador yapping, I'm glad that it happened. I mean it, between us, I think there's something special. And if I lose my mental, just hold my hand even if you don't understand. Hold up.
So as the build starts to come along, I wanted to mention that I was inspired by a few different things. One was the map of Camp Half-Blood in the Trials of Apollo. It was the most recent rendition of the map, so I followed it almost completely. I was also inspired by a few different takes on Camp Half-Blood, notably the Twitter user at Rocky Balboa's CHB Reimagined project. There are a lot of cute drawings and atmospheric mood boards there, and I'm really into it. Of course, different fan art of the big house and of the camp also stuck in my head. For real-world inspirations, I took inspiration from New England colonial houses and farmhouses. I'm from Maine, and so big, cute farmhouses are pretty commonplace here. Each one feels like it has its own history, and I really wanted to give the big house its own history in the build.
The fire warm for me. I'm at the heart of the story. I ought to stay till the morning, but I got things to record it. When I'm here, I'm just holding on to things that are broken. Used to think I was chosen, I know when to fold it. I ought to really get going before my feelings start showing, but it ain't real till it's spoken, so I just keep my mouth shut. Yeah. If I fall, will you carry on my accomplishments? Cause I've been wearing them way too long to compliment. I need to know we got more than just an apartment shit. I'm trying to step out the box, but it's all compartmented. If you don't need me, just tell me out on some honest shit. If I was looking for simple, I'm picking Amish chick. And if I tell you I love you, would you break our suspense? Cause I got more than just something that you could fall against. And everybody been running from their past. I've been trying to go the other way, but ain't moving fast. You send a message to my phone, but I never hit back. Cause all the feelings that you bring to me won't stay in the glass. So I've been running, hiding for something. No, I'm not coming, don't call me for nothing. I'm at the fire, if you want discussion, I'm getting higher, no time to be rushing it, oh yeah. If I see you at the bonfire, I'll be sure that I don't say your name. If I meet you at the bonfire, when you walk away I won't complain. If we talking at the bonfire, nah, I'll be praying you don't feel my pain. If you leave me at the bonfire, I'll regret it that I never explained.
If you hold me at the bonfire, I can meet you, babe, I'm halfway there. If you meet me at the bonfire, we'd run away, we wouldn't have to care. If you just let me burn, if you just let us blaze, if you just let me, babe, me and you could go up in flames. At the bonfire, at the bonfire, at the bonfire, babe, I'm halfway there. At the bonfire, at the bonfire, at the bonfire, we'd run away, we wouldn't have to care.
But it's love, it's not life. And baby, keep it dry. I call you up, my rocket love. My rocket love. So boy, I love you, no again. So boy, I love you, no again. I die for you. Ooh, no one else can testify. I can't just separate. I see you dancing, you drink too highly, heartbeat goes slowly. No one can help it, babe. Don't you ever wonder what's so deep in your darkest thoughts? Don't you wanna talk to me? I gotta go, we can whip real easy. Just please don't tempt me. Now I bet you always talk too much. too hard and love too much. Oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please. Ooh, let's take it slow. Oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please. What is love? Oh, it's ours. And baby, you can't even try. I'll call you my kitchen. My rockin' love.
If this city was a kingdom, I'd want you to rule with me. Still worried for your safety after all our tomfoolery. And I know I'm probably freaking out foolishly. I just don't want the next thing that I write to be a eulogy in your honor. And I know you'd hate it too. All the petty little things that I'd associate with you, like stairwells, night veil, and beautiful smiles, like taiko, instruments, and 300 miles, like happiness, elated afternoons in the shade, like long car trips and trying to move where it rains, like never thinking twice but always using your brain, and like Sherlock Holmes in every tune that you sang, like pie baking, Seattle or Portland, our lack of good fortune, kisses in the morning, mathematical equations, empty night skies, bonfires, poetry, and living life right. And there's beaches, boats, sailing, togetherness, the feeling like you're smiling even brighter when the weather's shit, telling all my friends that I was happy when I got you, and there's coffee shop dates and certainly Sinatra, meeting every morning and consorting by your locker. How the first time that we kissed you said you're not much of a talker. Nearly 8 months later, I think you had it backwards. I asked you who you were, said you're cute, you were flattered. Now our story's gotta fill with happily forever afters, and I don't think I could have fallen for you any faster.
And here, I try to implement a little more Greco-Roman into the build. This is supposed to be the attic where the oracle is, and also reminds campers that this camp is, in fact, a camp for demigods. I also really wanted the roof to be a little bit more interesting.
all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn bill. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deal. We been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so. Got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can take that. And I really wanna know.
Yeah, so with this little break in the roof, you can see I had a lot of trouble making it fit. I'm taking the blueprints of the build from a design I've already done, and you can see me trying to figure out how I made it work originally. I decided to stop scratching my head at the problem and just make the roof one straight horizontal line, and that seemed to work well.
Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, yeah. gotta rep the city. Chase a chick, never chase a bitch. Chase no bitch. Mask on, fucking mask on. Mask on, fucking mask on. Percocet, Miley Percocet. Chase a chick, never chase a bitch. Chase no bitch. 2 cups, toast her with the game. From food stamps to a whole nother domain. Out the bottom, I'm a living proof, so ain't compromising. $500,000 on the coupe, drug houses, looking like Peru. Graduated, I was overdue. I'm a pink Miley, I can barely move. Ask about me, I'm gon' bust a move. Red James, 33 chains, Ocean now, cruising Biscayne, top off, God, that's a liability. Hit the gas, boosting my adrenaline, big fine. Percocet, Miley Percocet, Miley Percocet, rep the city, gotta rep the city. Chase a chick, never chase a bitch. Chase no bitch. Mask on, fucking mask on. Mask on, fucking mask on. Percocet, Miley Percocet. Chase a chick, never chase a bitch. Chase no bitch. Guillotine, drink from melazine, drink from taking beans out. Go to those.
And to the left, as you'll see, I also have Dionysus's addition to the big house. I imagine that in the present day, campers wanted to renovate their house and only got Mr. D's permission on the condition that they'd give him his own office building. This is what I mean by characterizing and showing the history of the big house. Mr. D has a really great view of the strawberry fields just down the hill.
Ain't no way, ain't no fucking way. Contemplate, we didn't contemplate. Rob the bank, we gon' rob the game. They gang, we gang, but they are not the same. Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, rep the city, gotta rep the city. Chase a chick, never chase a bitch. Chase no bitch. Mask on, fucking mask on. Mask on, fucking mask on. Percocet, Miley Percocet. Chase a chick, never chase a bitch. Chase no bitch.